Hello everyone. So for your JEE Advanced 2026 preparation, here we will solve a question from the application of derivative chapter. And this is again a very interesting question. Consider the function fx and gx. There are two functions fx and gx. Fx is given as x cube by 2 plus 1 minus x into integration of gt dt, limit is 0 to x. And gx is given as x minus 0 to 1 का means ft dt का integration with the limit 0 to 1. So fx and gx are given. Integration, definite integration is also there. Okay, fine. Fx and gx both are defined from R to R. Then there are two questions. One is which one of the following hold good for fx? That fx is bounded, fx has exactly one maxima and one minima, fx has maxima and no minima, fx has minima but no maxima. So this is the first question. Means we have to determine function fx and then give the answer whether fx is bounded or unbounded, whether fx has how many maxima, how many minima, like that. And the second question is minimum distance between fx and gx. Fx and gx minimum distance we have to find out. Minimum distance. Now fx is a curve, gx is a curve, and the minimum distance between the two curves always occurred along the common normal. And when concept of normal is there, means concept of tangent is also there. And we have already seen the question based on this concept in JEE mains level examination also. If one of the curve is a straight line and another curve is something like that 3 degree or 4 degree or second degree, then we can find out the distance between these two curves very easily. That concept we will use over here. Correct? Fine. But the question is to determine fx and gx. First important thing is that we have to determine fx and gx. Correct? So look at here. Gx first. Gx is, this is gx. Gx is x minus this limit 0 to 1. This limit 0 to 1 shows that this ft dt, this value is coming to be a constant. Therefore, I can write g of x equal to x minus lambda, where lambda is 0 to 1 ft dt. This step is very important. Can I write like that? Because whatever be the value of this definite integration value is always coming to be a constant, correct? So therefore I can consider this as the lambda constant. So gx is x minus lambda. So fx, this step is very important. So fx is x cube plus 2 plus 1 minus x into definite integration of gt dt. So gx is x minus lambda. So gt is t minus lambda. So that integration we can do. That is equal to x cube by 2 plus 1 minus ka x and then integration. This is t square by 2, t ka integration, t square by 2 and lambda ka integration lambda t, and then I can put the limit 0 to x. Correct? So therefore I said that this first step is very important. Just consider this 0 to 1 limit is there, no? ft dt. This is coming to be a constant value. That constant value we have supposed as a lambda. So this is x minus lambda. So I can replace this gt by t minus lambda and then integrate. Now put the limit. This is x cube by 2 plus 1 minus x into. First I will put, so this is x square by 2 minus lambda x. And then when we put t equal to 0, this is 0, this is 0. This is simple. So finally I am getting x cube by 2 plus 1 minus multiplication x cube by 2 plus lambda x square. This x cube by 2 get cancelled out and therefore I am getting fx equal to lambda x square plus ka 1. So fx I have determined. Fx equal to lambda x square plus 1. But what about this lambda? Lambda is a constant value, na? lambda is a constant value. Correct? Lambda I have to determine, no problem, but lambda is a constant value. But that is important. Lambda is positive or negative because it is with the coefficient of x square, and coefficient of x square will determine the graph of this quadratic function, upward parabola or downward parabola. Therefore we need to find out lambda. So I can have the curve. Definitely it is a quadratic function. So either it is upward parabola or downward parabola, that completely depends upon now lambda, because lambda is there with the coefficient of x square. Correct? This concept is very common. We already learned in JEE mains level examination. The only thing is that you have to determine fx. These two equations are given, fx and gx, and gx also we have to determine, and gx I can determine once I determine the value of lambda. Now the question is how to determine lambda. Correct? That is important. How to determine lambda? What is lambda? From here I can determine lambda. This is lambda. Lambda is 0 to 1 integration of ft dt. From here I can determine lambda. So this is ft dt can be written as fx dx now. Dummy variable concept. Lambda is 0 to 1 fx dx. Fx I can use from here also. Lambda x square plus 1. So this is lambda x square plus ka 1 dx. Very easy. Very easy. So therefore now I can delete what? Yes, all these things I can delete. Okay, just keep function fx. Okay, fx is lambda x square plus 1. Now I will determine lambda from here. So lambda equal to lambda x cube by 3. Lambda x cube by 3 plus ka x. And then I will put the limit 0 to 1. Lower limit is 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is lambda by 3 plus ka 1 is lambda. Correct? So this is 3 lambda, lambda plus 3 multiplied by 3. So therefore lambda is equal to 3 by 2. That is, we have determined lambda. Lambda is 3 by 2. Lambda is 3 by 2. This gives two things. First, fx. Fx is, now you solve the question. Fx is 3 by 2 x square plus ka 1. So it is upward parabola. And shifted means it will start from 0, 1. That will be the vertex. That we all know. And gx. What about gx? Gx is, where is gx? Gx is x minus, this value is lambda. Lambda is coming to be, so this is x minus 3 by 2. So x minus 3 by 2 is a straight line. Y is equal to x minus 3 by 2. It is a quadratic function. It is a straight line. Question is over now. So question is over now. There is nothing, you understand each and everything. Only thing is that how to determine this fx and gx. The gx, here we can consider this ft dt 0 to 1 as a lambda. Then by doing all this process, we have come to know that fx is nothing but 3 by 2 x square plus 1. So 3 by 2 x square plus 1. The graph is like that, no? Okay. This is your 0, 1. So this is your fx. Now what about this option? Fx is bounded? No, fx is not at all bounded, because its maximum value is approaches towards infinity. Minimum value is, okay, minimum value is 1, but maximum is approaches towards infinity. I have already explained in last videos about the meaning of the bounded. So therefore it is not bounded. Fx has exactly one maxima. No. Maximum of and one minima. Not like that. So fx has maxima and no minima. No minima. No. Fx has minima, but no maxima. That option is correct. Fx has minima. Minima here. This point is point of minima. Correct, but no maxima. Therefore, this option is correct. Okay. Now we have to find out this gx first. Gx is what? Y is equal to x line minus 3 by 2. See, y is equal to x line is this one. So therefore minus 3 by 2. So this will start like that from here. Correct. This is 0 comma minus 3 by 2. So this is y is equal to x minus 3 by 2, or you can write down in standard form minus 3 by 2 equal to 0. So we have to find out the distance. Now you can very easily find out that distance. And that concept is also important. Shortest distance we have to find out. Okay, just delete it. Now coming to the another important concept of application of derivative to find out the shortest distance between the two curves, which is always occurred along the common normal. Whenever concept of common normal is there, that means tangent is always there. But the important thing is that out of these two curves, one of the curve is always a straight line. There it becomes a very simple question. So this is a straight line, and slope is what? Slope is y is equal to x minus 3 by 2. Therefore slope is 1. So whatever be the tangent, suppose this is the point P. So I will find out the tangent at the point P. Let the point P is having the coordinate x comma y. We have to find out. So the shortest distance will always occur along the common normal. So this distance d. So actually distance d is the perpendicular distance of point P from this straight line. That concept we will use over here. But let us find out this point P, x comma y. See, what is fx? Fx is, I think, that 3 by 2 x square plus 1. So therefore f dash x, I can write dy by dx at the comma x comma y directly. So this is 3x, correct? 3 by 2 derivative 2x, 3 by 2 derivative 2x, that is 3x. 3x. So at x comma y, this is 3x, therefore slope is 3x. Slope of tangent at P is 3x. Therefore 3x must be equal to slope of this line, because these are the two parallel tangents, which is 1. Therefore x equal to 1 by 3. Put x equal to 1 by 3, you will get y. So y is equal to 3 by 2, 1 by 3 ka square plus ka 1. 3 by 2 into 1 by 9 plus ka 1. 1 by 6 plus 1, 7 by 6. Therefore I have coordinate of point P, 1 by 3 and 7 by 6. Now this point P, shortest distance from this line, x minus y minus 3 by 2 equal to 0, we have to find out. That is very easy, very common process in JEE mains level. Okay. So therefore D is square modulus of 1 by 3 minus 7 by 6 minus 3 by 2 divided by root 2 square coefficient of x ka square plus coefficient of y ka square and square root, correct now? So this is coming to be, B is coming to be, here I am writing, this is 6, so therefore 6 root 2, okay, this is 2, 2 minus 7 minus 9 minus 16, that is 14, 14 by 6 root 2, that is 7 by 3 root 2 is your answer. 7 by 3 root 2 is your answer. So see, this concept, finding the distance between the two curves, which is always occurred along the common normal, is very very common in JEE mains level examinations. But the only thing is that here we have to determine both the curve, that is in advance. In mains level, both the curves are given. One of curve is straight line, another curve is like that, the quadratic. But here I cannot, from the given situation, I cannot say that the one curve is straight line and another curve is that quadratic. That both the curve we have to determine by using the given situation using the given condition. That is important thing. And once you determine both the curve, for example here we have determined that fx is quadratic polynomial and the gx is a simply straight line. So fx and gx both are determined, then I can give any answer regarding fx and gx. That is over, correct?